Hi Back to Better Healthers, and welcome to our second installment of Meat Free Friday. So today's a special day. We have family in town all weekend, so we're making a special breakfast because Meat Free Friday has to be meat free for every meal. So we're going to make a family favorite. Now, growing up, we lived in the country with 55 acres of land out in western New York, and we have fresh asparagus that grows every year. So when asparagus was in season, we would have it all the time, and one of our favorite meals is asparagus and eggs. So I thought I would show you today how we make it. Now I already have the asparagus cooking, so let me just show you that really quick. Alright, so all we did is chopped up one onion. Here I sliced it, but if you have picky eaters and you don't necessarily want them to see it, you could use the Black & Decker handy chopper that I've talked about before and chop it up real fine and cook it that way, alright? I did put just a little bit of olive oil and coconut oil in here as well because I think it gives it a nice flavor, and I think just a little bit of oil also helps absorb all the great nutrients from the asparagus and the onions. However, for those of you on a strict fat-free diet, very easy to do this by simply just water sauteing. As it cooks, you just add a little bit more water, alright? Now I have 6 eggs here because I'm making this for me, my mom, and my dad. My kids are too little still. They haven't quite grown accustomed to the asparagus, that we keep having them try it at each time we make something with it in there. So I've got my eggs all beat here, and I have a 1/4 cup of Parmesan Romano mixture. So it's not a horrible amount of cheese, but it is going to give it a little pop of flavor, and it will give it its little bit of saltiness without having to add too much extra. So I'm just going to add this to my mix, alright? And just kind of incorporate that a little bit. And what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to go back there and add that to my pot. I did lightly put some pepper and just a small little sprinkle of sea salt on the asparagus and onion mixture. Again, if you need to be salt-free, simply omit that and go ahead and choose a spice blend of your choice. Before I forget, I'm also going to add just a little sprinkle of some fresh parsley in here before I throw the eggs. Alright, so let's add those eggs in. Alright, so you can see here I left a couple pieces out. This is kind of how thinly we sliced the onion, and then just the asparagus chopped up in little pieces like this, okay? Now, when you're going all out and having a big breakfast, your typical restaurant breakfast might be sausage, eggs, toast. So we're going to do the whole shebang today, but it's Meat Free Friday, so we can't have our typical sausage, but Morningstar makes a breakfast sausage, which is vegetarian, so I've got that cooking, and I'll show you a quick little picture of it, okay? Looks just like the typical sausage links, but again, it's the vegetarian version where it's using some soy products and things like that. Now, certainly, I wouldn't have something like this all the time. This is a special day. We're having a special breakfast meal with Grandma and Grandpa, so it's going to be a little bit more of a big affair. But the veggie burgers, the morning sausages, all those things, though they don't contain meat, in my opinion, they still are highly processed. So every once in a while, in moderation, I think those things are fine, but I wouldn't make them a staple inclusion in my diet, okay? Let me give this egg a quick little stir here. Now also in my toaster, I have some whole wheat toast cooking, and For those of you familiar with our blog, www.blog.Back2BetterHealth, about a year ago, my cousin Ginger shared a recipe where you mix coconut oil, olive oil, and flaxseed as a butter substitute. So I will put that on mine, and then on the rest, I have this Earth Balance buttery spread. Now again, not a huge fan of a lot of these oils, even though these ones are organic. My two favorites right now are coconut and olive. Just in reading stuff and finding out how all of these different vegetable oils go rancid so quickly. But again, in moderation, if you have no health problems and you're looking to have a small treat, it's our birthday weekend here, so again, special days, special occasions. I think there's a time and place for all of this stuff, though not something that I would recommend anybody eat on a regular daily basis. All right, so that's really it. We had 6 eggs mixed with a little bit of water, added in a 1/4 cup of the Parmesan Romano blend. I cut up roughly, I would say, a good 1/4 to 1/2 pound of asparagus, sliced up 1 onion, sauteed that in a pan with just a small amount of coconut and olive oil. Omit the oils for those that can't have it. We're cooking that all together, putting it on a plate. We're substituting the meat where we typically would have sausage and bacon with the Morning Star sausage patties, and then we have our whole grain, whole wheat bread cooking right now in the toaster, and we'll put this little organic buttery spread, or you can go back to our blog, www.blog.Back2BetterHealth, and search one of our earlier posts to get that great recipe that my cousin Ginger shared for the butter replacement with the coconut oil, flaxseed, and olive oil. And that's it. You know, start to finish, chopping this up, cooking it, you're probably done in 10 to 15 minutes. And you've got yourself a nice, healthy start to the day with some good protein, lots of veggies, and the like. So give it a try. We hope you enjoy. And why don't you share one of your favorite meat-free breakfast meals with us, or even some other ingredient options that maybe you've thrown together for a nice meat-free omelet. All right? We look forward to hearing back from you, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.